In 1800, about a third of Buenos Aires was black. And by 1875, the Argentine government had stopped counting black citizens in the census because there supposedly weren't enough left. Now, maybe it's just me, but when I hear something like that, I have questions because people don't just disappear. So, of course, I started digging. What I found was one of the wildest stories I've come across in a long time. See, a lot of people today genuinely believe that Argentina didn't have a significant black population, ever. If you ask some Argentines about black Argentinians, they'll probably tell you that black people just came there recently, that they're immigrants, that they've always been a tiny minority. But that's not what the history says. Black people helped build Buenos Aires. Black people fought in Argentina's wars for independence. Black people helped shape Argentine culture. Even parts of the tango trace back to Afro-Argentine traditions. So how do you go from a city where black people made up roughly a third of the population to a country where people grow up believing that black Argentinians barely exist? That's where the story gets ugly. Part of it was war. Black men were disproportionately pushed into military service and sent to fight in conflicts with devastating casualty rates. Part of it was disease. Yellow fever tore through Buenos Aires in 1871. And it hit black communities especially hard. But the more I read, the more I realize this wasn't just a story about tragedy. It was also a story about intention. Because there were powerful people in Argentina who openly believed that the country's future should be white. Not diverse, not multicultural. White. And unlike people today who hide behind coded language, these men wrote it down. One of the most famous was Domingo Faustino Sarmiento. He's celebrated in Argentina today. Schools named after him, streets named after him. A former president, a founding figure. And he argued openly that Argentina should be remade through European immigration. Then came something called the Blanqueamiento. Millions of European immigrants were encouraged to come to Argentina. The country changed rapidly. And while all that was happening, something else was happening too. The remaining Afro-Argentine population was slowly being erased. Not just from neighborhoods, from records, from census categories, from public memory. That's the part that got me. Because when most people hear the word erasure, they picture like burning books or something. But sometimes erasure looks a lot quieter than that. Sometimes it's changing categories. Sometimes it's deciding who gets counted, whose story gets told. And then a few generations pass. Right. And eventually people start saying there were never any black people here. What are you talking about? And what keeps sticking with me is that Afro-Argentines never fully disappeared. Their descendants are still there. Their history is still there. Their contributions are still there. The thing that disappeared was the acknowledgement. Right. And honestly, I think that's one of the scariest forms of erasure. Because once a country forgets who helped build it, it becomes a whole lot easier to pretend that those people never mattered in the first place. A third of Buenos Aires was black. And that should be common knowledge. The fact that it isn't is part of the story.
I am sick of tired of watching videos talking about the fact that Argentina is a racist country. I saw a person, a black person, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that he's black, but he's black, what can I say? Well, he makes videos complaining about the fact that Argentina is a racist country and Argentinians are racist. I mean, racism is everywhere, not only here. There are stupid people in Argentina, there's, stupid people in the United States, there are stupid people in Norway, stupid people are everywhere. So, we cannot generalize and say that, Argentina is a racist country because there are a lot of people such as myself, who are not racist. And I don't know, he says that if you're black, stay out of Argentina, and, racism in Argentina is part of our DNA. And I'm like, come on, mate, relax. We have a lot of problems, but I don't think racism is a really important problem to us because, as I said before, we have, other fish to fry. So, don't say this because that's not true. Bye.
Hello everyone, today I want to talk about black people in Argentina. A long time ago, many black people lived in Argentina. They helped build the country. They work, fight for wars, and help make the culture. But today, many people do not know this history. Many people think there were never many black people in Argentina. I think this is why history is important. We should learn the true story of every country. We should remember all people who helped build a country. I do not think many groups of people should be forgotten. Black people matters, white people matter, everyone matters. Every country has good things and bad things. In this history, we should learn from the past and do better in the future. My message is simple: learn history, respect all people, listen of different story, and treat everyone with kindness and love. At the end of the day, we all are human beings, and we all deserve respect. Let's continue.
But let me get this straight. Argentina wins the Copa on Sunday, and it's the black French players that's on your mind. Enzo Fernandez, what made you think doing a racist chant about French players when you have about 8 French players that play for Chelsea? What made you think that was a good idea, my boy? Now apparently all of the French players that play for Chelsea have unfollowed Enzo Fernandez. I need all of you, man, to understand that when they come out with their bullshit apology, don't accept their apology. Football doesn't care about racism because it has nothing to do with their pockets. That Chelsea locker room is now cooked because look at Wesley Fofana and his post on Instagram. He said 2024 in football, racism uninhibited or something like that. I don't speak French, but you can see that he's saying that he condemns this shit. Enzo Fernandez, you see his face? This is mad. The Chelsea manager has already lost the locker room before pre-season has even started, all because of racism. And I gotta ask, not to be an arsehole, but black Chelsea fans, why do you support Chelsea? Don't worry, I'll wait. Because Chelsea has been racist since Thy Kingdom Come. Since John Terry, I can never put in greatest centre-back talks because he's a racist dickhead. It's about 4 or 5 French players, Malo Gusto, Wesley Fofana, the Sassy. All of these men, most of these men are French. What were you thinking? Now the French Federation wants to sue the Argentine team, all the players, all the teammates. And I say good, because you've just won the Copa. Why are black people on your mind? It doesn't make no sense to me. Racism in football should not be tolerated. The most universal game in the world. And you have a problem with black people? Argentina can't get away with this. There needs to be repercussions because this is some bullshit for real. And don't accept their apology because that's also bullshit.
I don't think I'm racist for observing how much of the world can't understand why Argentines are so in fact racist. Okay, the observation of that is not racist. The Argentines have a problem. They're not the only ones who have a problem. We also have a problem. Colombians have a problem and Brazilians have a problem too. But why, did you see that the Argentine tourist in Brazil who made the monkey noises and she was fucking at a Brazilian guy and she was detained because that shit's illegal there? She was detained for that shit. Another Argentine, by the way. Of course, as I just indicated, there are many Argentines who are wonderful, and I don't mean to say that there's no way to... I'm desperate to go to Buenos Aires. You heard me say it on this live chat many, many times, but I'm sorry, Argentina has a problem with racism, and I'm not the only one saying it. Most of South America says it. People here in the know say it. It's a problem. It's a problem. And again, to see the video of the entire Argentine national team, the soccer team, singing songs about the French black players and where they're from, guys, like, what the fuck you want me to say? You want me to say that's not racist? It's racist as shit. Like, I would learn to fix what y'all have before like lashing out at everybody else.
Hello everyone, today I want to talk about Argentina and racism. Many people on this internet say that Argentina is a racist country. Other people say that they want to Argentina and had a very good time here. So what is the truth? I think the truth is the middle. Yes, some people in Argentina have said or done racist things. We will all seen videos online. We have seen football fans making bad songs and bad comments. But does that means every person in Argentina is racist? No, I do not think that is fair. In every country there are good people and bad people. There are racist people in Argentina. There are racist people in Europe. There are racist people in Asia. And there are racist people in South Africa too. No country is perfect. At the same time, we should not ignore people who say they've had bad experiences. If many people we talking about racism, then we should listen to them. Listening is important. Talking about a problem is not hate. Talking about a problem can help make things better. I also think social media can make people angry very fast. On bad video can make people think that everyone is the same, but that is not true. Imagine one person from your country does something bad. Who will want to whole world to hate from country? Probably not. That is why we need to be careful. We should not judge millions of people because of a few people. I believe every person should be judged by their own action. If someone is kind, respect them, and someone is racist, call it out. It is that simple. I also think history is important. Every country has good things and bad things in history. We should learn from history and try to become better people. The world already full of hate. We do not need more hate. We do not need more respect. We do not need more understand. We need more love. We need more respect, we need more understand, we need more love, and at the end of the day we all need people. We all want place, we want respect, we all want better future. So my opinion is simple. If racism happens, speak against it. If people are hurt, listen to them. Do not think every person is same. Judge people by their action, not their passport, not by their skin color, and not by their where they come from. That is my opinion. Thank you so much for watching. Please be respectful in the comment, and I see you in the next video. Bye bye. Take care. Bye bye.